this is JD and I am here with Joyce Talk. The term startup refers to a company in the first stages of operation. Startups are founded by one or more entrepreneurs who want to develop a product or service for which they believe there is demand. These companies generally start with high costs and limited revenue, which is why they look for capital from a variety of sources such as venture capitalists. Silicon Valley is host to world-renowned tech entrepreneurs. These visionaries have created world-class products and services. Many of these innovations and discoveries have changed the world forever. The location also continues to attract new startups. More than half of Valley's engineers are from other countries. The entrepreneurial environment of Silicon Valley is characterized by innovation, collaboration, and risk taking. It provides the essential motivational framework required for tech startups. Today, my story is about business startup and a look into the issues that occur with them. Before I continue, as usual, I request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell icon to keep in touch and keep a tab on my future episodes. Please also like or dislike and put in your valuable comments. Do share my content if you like them. 8 tech entrepreneurs have changed Silicon Valley. Steve Jobs, former CEO at Apple, an inventor, designer, and entrepreneur. Steve Jobs was one of the most successful tech visionaries that the world has ever known. Annie Ossiski, co-founder and CEO at 23andMe, an entrepreneur, co-founder, and chief executive officer of the personal genomics company 23andMe. Daniel Ek, CEO at Spotify, a billionaire, entrepreneur, and technologist. Daniel Ek created Spotify, a music streaming service. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO at Facebook. Facebook is the world's most popular social media application. Mark Zuckerberg founded the social networking website out of his college dorm room. Brian Chesky, co-founder and CEO at Airbnb. Brian Chesky launched Airbnb in 2007, a popular online service for booking accommodations. Airbnb was founded out of necessity. Katrina Lake, CEO at Stitch Fix. Founded by Katrina Lake in 2011, Stitch Fix is a fashion-based subscription service. Lake is the only woman to file for an initial public offering in 2017. Travis Kalanick, former CEO at Uber, an entrepreneur and former chief executive officer at Uber, the world's most successful ride-hailing application. Travis Kalanick combined the power of smartphone technology, cloud computing, and geolocation. Jack Dorsey, CEO at Twitter, a businessman and founder of one of the world's largest networking sites. Jack Dorsey launched Twitter in 2006. In the tradition of leading entrepreneurs including Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg, Dorsey dropped out of college before receiving his degree. You may not be located in Silicon Valley, but there are some things you can do to share in its secret sauce. 1. Go where the startup resources are. 2. It is about the talent. 3. Innovation drives success. 4. Know your customers. 5. Startups need each other. Startup Geno, a top research and policy advisory organization, has been tracking growth of startup ecosystems around the world since 2012. The organization has now released the Global Startup Ecosystem Report 2020. Here are the top 10. A startup is a venture that is initiated by its founders around an ideal or a problem with a potential for significant business opportunity and impact. Often the actual development starts even before that with a search of an idea or a meaningful problem worth solving and building a committed founding team aligned with shared vision to make the vision into reality. Aim of the initial founder or founders is to establish a committed co-founder team with necessary skills and abilities to be able to validate the initial problem or solution fit and product or market fit before scaling it to significant company and self-sustained business. Before beginning a startup, it is wise to think twice. The rate of failed startups is extremely high, but that high percentage can also be viewed in a positive light. It means that there is much to learn from other people's mistakes. A new business owner is likely to make mistakes, and that is okay. But it is not necessary to make the same mistakes that led to the downfall of other startups. Some recently failed startup examples are Quibi, Layer, Scale Factor, Homejoy, Yik Yak, BP, Shipe, Anki, Litro, and PaperTap. Most startups are doomed to fail, but even the majority of those that succeed invariably face severe hurdles at some point that threaten their very existence. Those that survive need to balance optimism with realism, manage risk, build resilience, and plan how to turn the inevitable crisis into opportunities. Key insights as observed by a company founder, venture capitalist, and startup expert are: key insight 1, in a startup, you need to balance optimism with realism, and strategic alignment at the leadership level is critical. Key insight number 2, crises are inevitable and sometimes unforeseeable. They are also opportunities. Key insight number 3, resilience, a crucial quality for successful business, comes from facing crises and learning to come out of them better than you were before. Key insight number 4, over optimism can lead to overcommitment and unhappy customers. Key insight number 5, when you start a company, plan realistically for the first and second years. That is all for today. Thank you. Goodbye for now. See you in my next episode.